Have you felt a chill in the air recently? That's right. Summer is over, and with it goes all of our lovely summer blockbusters. So what is there to watch for the rest of the year? Well, that's exactly what we're going to get into on this edition of What's Poppin'. We're going to break down all of the remaining 2025 releases and let you know which ones we're looking forward to. Let's do it.
This is Popcorn for Breakfast, presented by St. Louis Area Smoothie Kings. Now, here are your hosts, Cam and Kirk.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Popcorn for Breakfast. With me, as always, is Kirk.
Hello, hello.
And Kirk, today we're talking about 2025 movies. We've talked about 2025 movies for the last 8 months, but what's different now is that we're what would you call it? Over the hill, I think.
Oh yeah, over that camel's hump. That's right.
Yeah. And it's fun, summer's great. Summer is as advertised. The weather's nice, you can be outside, and there's good movies in theaters.
It was very hot. Very hot this summer.
It was hot, but that's what you get.
Yeah.
And you get good movies. You get big movies that are exciting.
Look at it. It's my fault. I started negating, and you're like, I'll also negate.
See, I'm like a super chronic overthinker, so don't open that door. You're not gonna be able to get that genie back in the bottle, but
it's gone.
It's been a good year. It's been a good year for movies, but the screenings kind of went quiet, and you and I were kind of like Travolta meme, like. Like what's going on? And it's funny because this happens every year where like the movies stop rolling in and we're always like, what's going on? It's like, well, it's September. Like that's what this is. That's what happens.
The cannon is being loaded as we wait.
Yeah.
There are people standing by to fire off so many movies in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like it's September something today, right? And that's only what? How many months between September and Christmas?
Just like 4.
I'm not a mathematician.
It's
I'm
4
a
months,
movie critic.
4 months till the end of the year, essentially.
4 months, and there's probably, 50 movies that are coming out between now and then. That's wild.
Yeah, and what's interesting is you get a weird kind of mix of movies at this time because there are, I hate the term awards bait because I feel like it's reductive, but it's also like, I'm going to use it anyway because it's also a good way to categorize an otherwise uncategorizable type thing, which is like these movies that are not necessarily huge budget, certainly not hugely marketed, certainly not going for massive box office appeal, but are trying to strike a chord with the for your consideration crowd, trying to win some awards, trying to do that thing. So there's that. But then there's also like the holiday movie push, which is like you're going to get some like actual holiday movies, but you'll also get big name movies that are releasing on Christmas, releasing Thanksgiving weekend, trying to draw a crowd, trying to get one last squeeze of the box office before the end. And so there is this weird thing going on. Whereas like in the summer, it feels like everything's just like, these are the biggest name studios putting out their best shot. And now we get kind of like a more interesting mix, I'd say.
Definitely.
So as we talk about this, let's categorize it to help ourselves out.
Okay.
So we're going to do 3 categories. The first category is going to be blockbusters. Now, there aren't many. Most of those are in the rear view, but there are some. And so we'll talk about them. Then we're going to do awards bait. I'm going to use the term that I don't like.
That way our audience can just easily identify awards bait.
And so we can put it on maybe on a TikTok, like put top awards bait movies, and then that'll be rage bait for the people that hate the term awards bait, but then they're going to figure out that it was a bait and switch
when they listen to the full episode.
Exactly. See, I'm trying to like reverse engineer my own brain to figure out how we can get more reach. Okay, and then the last one's just going to be wild cards.
Okay,
pick whatever you want, whatever is left on the board that you want to talk about. Go for it. It can be in any category. It can be anything. Okay,
I'm ready.
Now,
nope, I'm ready. Let's do it.
No, I have more things I need to explain.
Go ahead, explain.
So, blockbusters. We'll start there.
Yeah.
Like I said, there aren't many. I count 4, and I need you guys to keep me honest on this because I don't know. Like, this is what I've got. Avatar, Fire and Ash, Zootopia 2, Tron Ares, Wicked for Good. Those are like the 4 movies that I'm like, big studio, big budget, hoping for big box office, and thereby blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking at some of these others. I don't see anything else that's like that tier. So let's do this. Out of those 4, and people in the comments, if there's any that you're like, you missed this, you idiot, let us know. We'll always take that. Of those 4, name one that you want to talk about, you're excited about.
One?
Just one.
One.
Oh. Just one.
What if I arm wrestle you? Can
No.
I get 2 out of that if I win?
You get 1.
Oh, goodness. Well, if I have to pick one, then I have to go with Wicked Part 2, Wicked for Good.
What? That's not what I thought you were going to pick.
I know. I was on the fence between that and Tron.
Tron, yeah. I mean, I thought Tron, like, guaranteed. Like, I didn't even plan to talk about it because I knew you were going to take it.
Here's why. We are on the cusp of one of the greatest musical duets in musical theater history, and that is going to come in Wicked for Good.
So just the track alone.
Just the track alone, it has to be good.
Yeah.
As long as you're mine between Elphaba and Fiyero, it's so good.
It is really good.
And I just have to know if it was performed well by that Bailey guy.
Jonathan Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good question. It is the question.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great duet. And I think what makes the original performance, not to get too deep into the weeds, is like, it's our guy, Norbert Leo Butz. He's got that rock star 2000s, like, grunge kind of vibe to him, like pop rock almost.
He's from St. Louis.
Can Jonathan Bailey achieve it? I'm going to say no.
I'm worried that he might not as well.
Like, do I think it will be crispy? Yes. But it needs to be a little bit crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that it's going to be crunchy.
Yeah. I really hope that he really spent a lot of the second half of the filming, because they filmed these at the same time.
Yeah.
I hope that he really, like, a switch flipped where he says, okay, we're doing part 2 now.
Yeah.
I've got to get to my next part of my arc here.
Right.
I really hope he gets there. But I got to see it. And I'm really worried about your boy Jared Leto in Tron Ares.
I saw a tweet that was like, the Tron Ares trailer looks so dope, and then Jared Leto shows up, and you're just like, like all of your interest. It's weird. It's like you can't even describe it. Like it's just it's not even. You don't even have a thought process to process it. It just immediately happens.
Yeah,
you just see him there, and you're just like,
as someone who was so happy with Tron Legacy, like
Mm-hmm.
all Tron Legacy all the time, right here in my corner. If you're there, come join me. I loved it so much. The only way Tron Ares is successful is if they're reverse engineering. And Jared Leto is the rage bait, and he has a small role with little dialogue, and he's just kind of there as the bad guy.
and they kill him immediately.
And they kill him
Taskmaster
immediately.
style.
Yes.
They're like, gotcha. Yeah, I'm on for that. Like, I don't think he would take the role if it was that, but that is best case scenario for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Okay, I'm gonna go with mine.
Tell me.
I'm taking Avatar.
Okay.
I'm taking Avatar, and here's the reason why. I have more intrigue about this box office than maybe any box office performance of this entire year, because here's my question. Avatar, the original, is, I believe, still the highest grossing movie of all time, because didn't Jim Cameron re-release it to theaters so that he could beat Avengers?
He sure did.
Okay. So, still the highest grossing movie of all time. Very... they spent a lot of money marketing that movie back in 2009 when it came out. Everybody saw it. And then the sequel comes out more than 10 years later.
20. 30.
13.
45.
Because it was 2022, right? And the first one came out in 2009. So 13 years later. Yeah. And everybody went and saw it again. Like, the box office was $1 billion, which $1 billion is like rare these days, super rare. But there was the time gap, and now there's not as much of a time gap. And so I'm wondering, does it hit the billy?
Or do they wait and stream it when it hits their favorite platform?
Right, because people around film Twitter, and I think this is a common take these days, is like the Avatar movies have no cultural significance. Like, they don't strike any particular chord. They don't have any sort of resonating commentary. There's nothing that ties back to this era in any way, shape, or form. People essentially go and see it because it looks good, and it's like it's got a big marketing budget, and people just go. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if that's the case this time, or if more people just kind of like, eh.
Or if you're like looking at all the movies lined up, you're like, well, I know at least Avatar 3 will be entertaining.
See, I do think the release window helps them. The like December, because again, there's no other big budget things they're going to be going up against, but maybe Wicked will.
Wicked's gonna be another event.
Steal it. Yeah,
it'd be crazy if it had a better box office run.
I'm kind of thinking Avatar 3 box office will be disappointing compared to the first two.
Okay,
for sure.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm watching for.
Beautiful.
Nothing to do with the actual movie itself. I just want to know what happens there.
Give us the numbers, please.
All right, let's get into the real meat and potatoes of this. The awards bait. Now, some of this is weird because some of these, like, we don't know for sure if they'll release in 2025. There's still some weirdness going on with that. I think most of them we know. But let's do this, Kirk. We're going to pick 3. We're going to each pick 3 from the awards bait category, and we're just going to keep it snappy. Something why we want to see it, why we're interested in it, whatever, and we'll go from there.
Okay. I am changing my list as you speak.
Oh my gosh. Pressure.
I'm so torn.
Here's what you have to do to keep from that happening.
Yeah.
Just don't have a list. And then just look at the list and see which one speaks to you in the moment. I'm not doing that, but I'm just saying that's what you could do.
I've never had a written list while we've recorded until this very moment. That's how torn I am over this selection.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I know my number 1 that I have to pick. So I could go if you're ready.
Go.
One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
PTA. Leo DiCaprio. A long time ago, I was in an acting class, and a director / choreographer, his name's Traylon Doler, shout out Traylon. He asked us, he's like, I want you to think about what kind of actor's career that you would like to follow. And I wanted to say Leo, but I said Aaron Eckhart instead. Aaron Eckhart? Wow, Dark Knight had just come out. And
you're
like, all right,
I was like,
peaking right now.
He's blonde, I'm blonde. But the more Leo ages and the more I age, I think the shape of my head is pretty identical to Leo. And this isn't just a plug where I should be his stand-in or his son.
I mean, I think it is that, but yeah.
I think that's or younger brother. I think those are
Cards
all possible. But I think that because I just connect with all of his roles so deeply, except for the beach. We all have our missteps, but everything else is spot on. And what I love about him in the trailer for this, he looks like Marlon Brando in this trailer.
Oh, that's not. I like that take.
Yeah,
I feel like that's. Yeah, I can see that.
He does. Yeah, with the gray slicked back hair. He looks so comfortable. He looks like Leo, but he's doing all the Leo tricks. He's fully immersed into a character. And there's some Marlon going on there. I really like that color.
Yeah, that's good. And it's Paul Thomas Anderson. He's adapting another Thomas Pynchon novel here, which is interesting. He did Inherent Vice before. He did one other one that's escaping me. Somebody said he's doing the Thomas Pynchon multiverse or cinematic universe, and we had to read Inherent Vice in my detective fiction class in college, and I was like, I'm too stupid for this. I think this is a good book, but I think I'm too stupid to think that it's good. Like, I don't know. So I never did watch Inherent Vice because of that, because I hated the book so much. But I think I'm just an uncultured swine. So I'm ready for this one to give it another shot. Mm-hmm. And Paul Thomas Anderson, always good.
Yep.
Always good. Okay, my first choice. I'm actually gonna go with A House of Dynamite, which is Catherine Bigelow.
Yeah.
And it's Rebecca Ferguson. It's got a great cast. It is high concept, meaning like it has an idea that you can just say in a single line, which is like there are nukes heading to, or the missiles, I don't know if it's nuclear, I assume it's nuclear, heading towards the U.S., and you're like live in the Situation Room as they respond to it in real time.
That's fantastic.
And so I'm like, that's going to be entertaining. You think about Catherine Bigelow, The Hurt Locker, like really good at tense situations, really good at this kind of thing. Rebecca Ferguson's going to like slide into that super well. There's other big names in the cast that are escaping me right now. I heard somebody on a podcast talk about it, and I was like, I mean, come on. Like, it doesn't even have to be good for me to like it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, is like the bar is low, it's like I'm already in on that concept, and it could be mediocre, and I'd be like, that was a good time. So
bombs Rebecca Ferguson. Good to go.
Like, don't tempt me with a good time, Catherine Bigelow. I'm all in. I'm all in. So, A House of Dynamite. I feel like the festival buzz has been good. I try to like not. I definitely don't read reviews from festivals, but I do try to keep my finger on the like, what are people buzzing about? Like, what are people talking about?
Yeah.
And I feel like I've heard a lot about it. So keep an eye out for that one, A House of Dynamite.
Isn't it crazy that some people have seen a lot of these movies
Yeah.
at these festivals?
If you went to Venice or TIFF
man. Oh man, now's a great time to say if you ever want to just slide a couple hundos our way,
we'll
take
wear a
'em.
ridiculous shirt or whatever merch you want to give us.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
What
Like,
is-
if you've got a brand and you're like, our brand's too embarrassing. No, it's not. Well, they'll be like, hey, those two guys in the bright orange Julius shirts, like walking around Venice with the hats and matching backpacks and the matching orange shoes. Like, yeah, we'll do it.
I think we should sell out our bodies like NASCAR does, because there's not a single open negative space on their
Tattoos.
jerseys, right?
Yeah.
We'll get tattoos too. Why
We'll
not?
do it all. We'll do it all.
They have to like sign like an ongoing multi-year contract.
Yeah,
if
for
we do
that.
tattoos.
That's,
Yeah.
if we're going to be like a lifetime sponsor. Yeah.
Yes.
But hey, whatever it takes.
We'll take
That's
it.
the road to Venice. That's the road to Venice right there. All right, your next pick. What you got?
Oh, why now? I'm gonna say The Long Walk,
Okay.
Stephen King adaptation.
Yeah, I know you've been looking forward to that one. It's coming out. Does that still count as future? Yeah, it comes out
I
this
don't know.
weekend. It comes out this weekend. You're good.
David Johnson, Cooper Hoffman, and just a Mark Hamill is in it. Like, there's so many people that are in this film. I love that concept. Speaking of high concept, walk or you die. There it is.
Easy.
You know,
Stephen King's the master of that.
he is, and so I really like that idea, just by itself. As, to be able to. The goal is, can you keep an audience's attention for that long?
Right.
And if you can, then you win, just like that. Same kind of thing. Like, it doesn't even have to blow my mind, but if you can keep the momentum that entire stretch, you've got me. You got me
And
for
the
life.
suspension, the suspension of disbelief too. Of like, okay, am I really going to buy this concept for this whole movie?
Which I think we will.
Yeah.
Because they had those actors walking at least 10 miles per day.
That's great.
Sometimes more.
Yeah, so they're committed, and it's directed by Francis Lawrence, who's like a sneaky good director. Like not someone that people talk about a lot, but has done some pretty cool stuff. And like, I like the Hunger Games trilogy, quadrilogy,
Absolutely.
whatever you want to call it. There's some really good filmmaking going on in that series, and I feel like he'll so for tonally, I feel like he understands how to carry heavy stuff, but also bring a little bit of a levity, a humanity to it. I mean, I think it'll be good. All right, my next pick. I'm going to go with a movie called Blue Moon. Richard Linklater. I know you're not a fan, so I figure I'll take it because I know you're not going to. But this one is interesting because it's a biopic. It's about like, I don't know if biopic. It's nonfiction.
Okay.
Right. So it's about like the development of Oklahoma, the stage musical Oklahoma.
What?
Lawrence Hart, is that the person who's behind it?
Sounds right.
Yeah, so like basically the story of him and having mental health and alcohol issues during like building up to the release of Oklahoma, which is obviously a very iconic thing. The cast, Ethan Hawke, obviously, it's Richard Linklater, that goes without saying, but a couple other people I just love: Margaret Qualley, Andrew Scott, Bobby Cannavale, like some really good people that I enjoy, and I feel like I'm excited for it. I feel like I shouldn't have said biopic because biopic is like a dirty word, because recent biopics have been very formulaic and cookie cutter and just like meh.
Yeah, Timothy Chalamet's
Yeah, I don't think it will be that. I don't think it will be your typical biopic. I do think it will be your typical Richard Linklater in that like there's going to be lots of people sitting around talking to each other and being all romantical and poetic and human, and that's I'm there.
Well, I didn't even know that movie was on the table.
I know.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
What a wonderful pick. Do I have to pick my final one right now?
Yeah, but there's still wild cards.
This is hard. Let me tell you where I'm at right now. There's a Kogonada film
Yeah.
There's a movie with Conan O'Brien that's coming out. There's a movie about Shakespeare, and then there's Jeremy Allen White. These are the movies that I still have to pick.
I think it's funny.
I
think it's funny, like, to think of somebody who's never like watched or listened to this podcast for you to make that list, and the middle reason is there's a movie with Conan O'Brien in it. Like, if they don't know you, they're like, wait, what? Run that by me again? Like, you're excited about it because of what reason? But no, that's your guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so excited about if he'll do well. If he's like, he's a supporting character, but like, how big is his supporting character?
Right.
I've got all the questions. I'm gonna go with, you know what? I've made my pick right here, right now.
Do it.
I just recently rewatched Eternals, not The Eternals, but it's Chloe Zhao as the director, and she is also the director of Hamnet.
You're choosing Hamnet.
I am.
Interesting.
Yes. You know, that film, so many people hate on that movie. I challenge you, and I hate challenging people, but I challenge you to go rewatch it because it's actually really, really beautiful storytelling. The script is strong. Yeah.
That's what I said at the time.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like the thing that hurts that movie is that she's trying to not make a superhero movie out of a superhero movie. Like, she took a really ambitious swing on the story and the characters, and it takes some time to develop and come together, but it actually comes together pretty darn well. And the only thing holding it back is like, man, I kind of wish this wasn't a Marvel superhero movie.
Yeah.
You know, like, it actually kind of works.
I feel like there's two characters that don't get enough screen time, and that might make people kind of annoyed because there's like 8 of them. You know, that's a lot to cover. But really, I feel like when like our children are growing up, if we don't tell them how we feel about any of the Marvel movies and let them pick their favorites, I feel like Eternals is going to be top 5.
Interesting.
In the original Infinity Saga.
Top 5.
Top 5, I say. No, probably not.
Wait, Eternals is an Infinity Saga.
It is.
No, it's not.
It's not? Yes, it is.
Is it?
I think it is.
No, you're wrong. It's post-Endgame.
Yeah, but the claw, and they're talking about Thanos?
No, that's post-Endgame.
Well, we're going to run the timeline back. But anyways, I'm picking Hamnet today. So Hamnet has, who's it got? It's got Jesse Buckley. It's got
Paul Mescal.
Chloe Zhao is directing. This is about how our favorite friend who's controversial and what did he write, what didn't he write? He wrote them all. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, William Shakespeare in writing Hamlet. Hamnet is its own story about this, and Shakespeare's falling in love with Anne Hathaway, not the Anne Hathaway we know, but the Anne Hathaway of his time.
So who could blame him if it was? Yeah, I mean, she's a real, just a peach,
a gem.
Yeah.
I think that this the beauty of this, the storytelling power that Chloe Zhao has is really, really going to lift off and really grab people and shake them to their core romantically. So I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, I feel like people like to do revisionist history on Chloe Zhao because of Nomadland winning Best Picture and people feeling like that's not a good Best Picture win. You know, it was COVID. So it's like, yeah, in a normal year, does that win Best Picture? No. But like, for my money, it's a good movie. She's a good filmmaker.
She is.
Legit. Like, she's legit. This is a good story. I'm halfway through the book. I did put it down.
Okay.
Because I was like dying for some sort of like I don't read romance novels or anything that even like is adjacent to that. I don't read love stories. Like, I read the kind of stupid stuff you'd think I'd read, like sci-fi fiction. I read I read like nonfiction, but like stories about businesses and stuff like that. Anyway, I was really wanting something that had a little more pace to it, but Hamnet is really well written, and I think it's another case of me being too stupid to like stay involved in it because it's like a love story, but it's really beautiful. And I like Jesse Buckley, Paul Mescal, 2 really, really good actors. And people forget about Jesse Buckley, I think, because she just doesn't do anything mainstream ever.
Yeah,
like,
she started in that really weird movie.
She's just like, no.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing anything mainstream. I kind of respect that. It's kind of cool. So yeah, I feel like people forget about her, but man, she has chops galore, and her with Paul Mescal, it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good.
Indeed.
Okay, so I'm down to my last pick, and man, there's a lot.
Might I throw in my 2 cents for Conan O'Brien? He's
I'm
in
not
a film.
picking that one. I'm not picking that one.
It's called "If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You" with Rose Byrne. Yeah.
I think I gotta go. There's two I'm between. So I'm between Jay Kelly and Begonia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Jay Kelly. I gotta admit, like, Yorgos is too much of a wild card for me. And I say that as someone who really likes a lot of Yorgos stuff a lot. And I really liked oh my gosh.
Kinds of Kindness or
No.
the Favorite?
The one that she won the Academy Award. Poor Things.
Oh, yeah,
I really like Poor Things. Yikes. But Kinds of Kindness, I was like, what are we doing here? And it's kind of getting old. Kinds of Kindness was the first time I was like, okay, I might be, like, we had our highs, Emma Stone and Yorgos. Like, we had our highs. We had, like, her performance in The Favorite. We had Poor Things, which I thought, like, Wire to Wire was a really good movie, and we've had some good moments there. But, like, Kinds of Kindness, I was like, I think I might be ready for this to kind of wind down, and to see Emma Stone do some other stuff, because she's really dynamic and amazing, and pound for pound, like, maybe the best actor alive. I don't know. She's really good. Like, she's in that conversation for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm like, I might be softening on Begonia. I'm not ready to, like, I'm sure he'll win me back, but I'm going to go Jay Kelly because it's Noah Baumbach. And he wrote it with,
Greta?
No, he wrote it with, dude, my brain is legitimately not working.
He threw Greta to the curb to write it with
the
who?
Newsroom. What's her name?
Aaron Sorkin.
No. Hold on. I'm going to be
Olivia
lame.
Munn.
I'm going to be lame and look it up.
Who else is in the Newsroom?
Anyway, George Clooney's in this movie. It's written by Emily Mortimer and Noah Baumbach. So I'm really interested in that. I think Noah Baumbach's a fabulous writer. I think he's a great director. I liked White Noise when everybody else, I mean, I shouldn't say everybody else. A lot of people hated it. No, a lot of people hated it. I liked it a lot. I love Marriage Story. I love a lot of Noah Baumbach stuff. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see George Clooney do some stuff again. Feels like it's been a while since he's done anything like meaningful. This does have the buzz factor majorly. It's also got Adam Sandler and Laura Dern, some other of my favorites who will just be fun to see this kind of ensemble come together. And it's just interesting. It's like, I don't know. It feels almost like a Jerry Maguire type movie, or like I don't know. I think because I'm seeing George Clooney, I'm thinking like Up in the Air, but I feel like it's going to be more of that like businessy, modern, interesting relationships. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
I just threw, that was like a word cloud, but
do those still exist?
There's buzziness around Jay Kelly, and I'll like run through a brick wall for Noah Baumbach. I feel like he's really good. So I'm there for it.
Are you talking Emily Mortimer, like the actress Emily Mortimer?
Yes. The actress Emily Mortimer. Yeah.
I love her.
That's
She's
what I'm saying. She is great. She was great in the Newsroom, like all time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm hyped about that. I think
fantastic.
That'll be good. Jay Kelly. Okay, moving on. Away from my word salad and into wild cards.
Oh.
You can pick anything. We're tight on time. Let's go 2. And let's keep it punchy.
We'll just split this into 3 episodes. What do you think about that?
Here, let's do this. Wild cards. One movie you think will be good that you don't think a lot of people are tracking. And the other one is a movie that you think will be bad that is buzzy.
Oh.
One movie remaining this year that you think is going to be bad, that you think is going to be like that you think you might be on an island on that one.
Oh, on an island, huh?
Yeah. Do you want me to lead off?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
With these new rules.
I'm going to do, for my one movie I think will be good that I think nobody's really buzzing about, I'm going to go Hedda, which is Nia DaCosta and Tessa Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nia DaCosta is saucy as a director. I love her Candyman movie, big time. Did not love The Marvels, but I do not think that was her fault at all. So I'm excited for this. This is going to be a bounce back. I like Tessa Thompson. Yeah, I don't know anything about Hedda, to be quite honest with you, other than it's got Nia DaCosta and Tessa Thompson, and I've been hearing about it for a while. That's my one that I feel like I'm on that nobody else is.
Okay. So something that's going to be fantastic. that no one else is gonna think is fantastic.
It doesn't have to be no one else. Just like one that you're like, I'm probably more hyped about this than the average person.
Okay.
Do you want me to do my bad one first?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the one that I think people are expecting to be really good that I think will be bad. Frankenstein. Guillermo. And this is surprising. I've surprised myself on this one. This is a surprising turn for me with Guillermo because I like Guillermo. I'm a longtime Guillermo supporter. I was a fan of The Shape of Water. I was a fan of his Pinocchio movie. I've been a fan of pretty much everything. Nightmare Alley, I was okay with, just kind of cool on it.
Pan's Labyrinth.
He's done a lot of really cool, great things. I'm a fan of Guillermo. This does not look good to me, which is weird because it's like perfect source material for him. I mean, he's like Frankenstein Guillermo, like it should work.
It's like this should be the peak.
This should be
Guillermo.
this should be like prime Guillermo territory. But I just don't love the way it's looking, Like it's little things. It's like the character design of like Oscar Isaac's Victor Frankenstein, and it's like the character design of like Frankenstein's monster, Jacob Elordi, and the stills, like the production stills, it looks Netflix, and I hate that. You know, that Netflix look, I don't like it. It's real gross. I feel like it's going to be bad. And I feel like with Nightmare Alley, people didn't love that, but it still looked like a Guillermo movie. It was with HBO. It was like an HBO Max release and stuff like that. I feel like there's something going on with Netflix-specific movies where they're enforcing a certain aesthetic, and I feel like they've gotten Guillermo somehow, and I don't like the way it looks.
Yes.
So I think it's going to be bad.
Yeah, they have like presets that they're like, you must do it on this color grade and blah, 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 blah.
They do, yeah. They like, you have to use a certain kind of camera. You have to, all these things, which I didn't think, like, if you're going to bring in Guillermo del Toro, who like has famously good production design and aesthetics and people love his movies, like, why would you do that? But I feel like in some way they have penetrated that with their corporate
money with
policies. Money. And I'm just like, I don't want it to look bad. I feel like it looks bad.
It does look, it looks a little cookie cutter. That's a good way to put it. Okay.
Sorry, I threw your list for a loop.
It did. It's fine.
He's been like feverishly writing over there.
So let me get these right again.
Yeah.
Hype and bad. Like hype.
Yeah, one you think will be good, one you think will be bad. At its simplest, it's that.
Okay, at its simplest, it's that.
Yes.
Okay. What if my hype is that I'm hyped about a movie that I don't know a lot of people know about, but once they hear the lead actor, they'll all go crazy for it?
Great.
Okay, cool. This is a little movie called Roof Man.
Roof Man.
Yes. Yeah. Channing Tatum, Kirsten Dunst, and a whole slew of other characters.
Yep.
Based on a true story.
Yep.
Channing Tatum is a criminal, and he hides out in a Toys R Us for a long time to avoid being caught. And I think I just love that concept so much.
And it's Derek Cianfrance as the director and writer, I believe.
Oh, it might be.
So buckle up. I cannot emphasize enough, buckle up. I know that it's based on a true story, like you said.
Yeah.
So that gives him guardrails. I don't trust it. His movies are wild. Some of the most scarring movies I've seen. Place Beyond the Pines, for example. Jarring film.
I've not seen it.
I don't know. For some reason, his movies, and I've watched lots of jarring things. For some reason, some of his movies just really get me.
I'm drawn to this movie because it keeps this concept, this based on a true story concept, keeps happening. So there's a movie with Natalie Portman when she was younger called Where the Heart Is, and she's pregnant and she's like alone, and she goes and she lives in a Walmart. Right? And then just recently, there was this couple that did this for maybe years. They lived inside a Walmart attic until finally some insulation needed to be blown in. And they're like, hey, there's some people that are definitely living in the attic here. And they checked the cameras and like, oh my goodness, they've been inhabiting this Walmart. It's crazy. And so now to know that this also happened in a Toys R Us. So that's cool because we've got the time period of the height of Toys R Us, a criminal living there, all the pieces together fit for what I think is going to be a really, really fun time.
Yeah, so the other Derek Cianfrance movie I was thinking of, Blue Valentine.
Oh, yeah.
That's the other one. So
also Ryan Gosling, right?
Yeah. So also buckle up. You know what I mean? Like that's where I'm at. But he did Sound of Metal also, which was really great.
I love Sound of Metal.
Yeah, really good. So yeah, I'm excited. That's a good one. What's your bad one?
My bad one? Ooh. Well,
Be bold.
I'm going to be bold, okay?
It can't be Chalamet.
It's not Chalamet.
Okay, it can't. I was gonna say it can't be Marty Supreme. Not allowed.
That's not bold. But I will say, I think the Running Man remake.
Yep, I like this.
It's not going to be great.
Great. I'm glad you said it. I wanted somebody to say it.
I wanted it to be good. I still want it to be good. I saw the first teaser trailer and I'm like, yes. I saw the longer trailer and I'm like, I rewatched the original. I'd never watched the original in its full capacity.
I've not watched the original. I have to do that.
It's terrible. It's
It is?
just not good. It's not good at all. I don't know that there's a redeeming quality about that movie. It had to just be.
You're really selling it right now.
Just go watch it when you can in the background to prepare for when we do get to see this one.
Yes.
But I do anticipate this to not be that great. I still think Glenn Powell hasn't found the right pocket of roles. He's being thrown in as an everyman. He's not. He's just not.
Yeah.
I like him as a person a lot.
Yeah.
He hasn't found the right pairing of character or director and himself.
Okay. And you don't think Edgar Wright is that director?
I like Edgar Wright, but I don't think anyone can fix the Running Man.
For some reason, the Edgar Wright Glenn Powell coupling is breaking my brain a little bit.
Yeah,
and I know that Edgar Wright makes all kinds of different movies, but he I don't know. It's one of those where like he has a type, I feel like, of person that he likes for doing things, and I don't know that Glenn Powell, in my mind, is that person.
I think Glenn Powell is such a yes man actor, which is good.
Yeah.
Especially when he's a little older than us, but he's been in the business for a long time. But a director wants someone who's not afraid to make a choice. Glenn Powell's not afraid to make that. I think he's just like, yeah, let's try it. Let's just see what happens. He's not going to be embarrassed about his acting choices.
Right.
But his overall demeanor, his style, his experiences don't translate on the screen. And that's what hurts, because I want him to do well. I've seen all of his interviews. I've seen, glimpses of greatness in him. I think he was really fantastic in Top Gun Maverick. That still has been his best role.
Agree.
So I want to find the right groove for him, but I don't think The Running Man is going to be it.
Yeah. I'm glad you said it, because I'm on the fence about The Running Man, but I'm like, I don't know that I have a good reason for it, but I'm glad you said it, because I do want to keep an eye on that one and if it's good or not. Mm-hmm. So those are our picks. It was a little hectic because I threw some curveballs at Kirk, but it was fun. We talked about a lot of the big name movies on the remaining slate for 2025. There's still a lot, particularly in that like awards bait for your consideration type grouping that could come up. But that's where we're at right now. Let us know what movies remaining this year in 2025 you're looking forward to, or just what your favorite movie so far this year has been. I've been putting a lot of thought behind that, because pretty soon, man, before you know it, it's going to be like we're making top 10 lists. We're voting on awards. Like we're doing all this stuff. So like you gotta start to build that foundation and start to think those thoughts. It's going to be a good time. So thank you guys so much for being here. We're glad to have you. As always, if you want to find more of our content, you can do so on our website, popcorn4breakfast.com. We're also on pretty much any social media platform that you are on, unless you're on some weird niche platform that we don't know about, which is likely because we're older than we look. But let us know what kinds of things are on your mind. We have lots and lots and lots of movie reviews, spoiler-free movie reviews you can check out, and there will be more coming. So keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, we want to give a special thanks to our executive producer, Ryan, our title sponsor, St. Louis Area Smoothie Kings, and of course, all of you for being here with us. It truly means the world to us, and we will see you on the next one.
Talk to you then.